Hello everyone, my name is Andrius Bolšaitis. I am the manager of ViVentor, and I'd like to welcome you to this edition of our webcast, where we will address the issue that have recently affected many of you. I am talking about the unfortunate situation where, due to a bug in our platform, some late fees have been incorrectly calculated, and some of our investors have actually received too much of the late fees from the loan originators. And as a result of that, after fixing the bug, we at ViVentor team had to withdraw some of those overcharged late fees and pay it back to the loan originators. I'd like to start by saying that me and the whole of my team are really deeply sorry about the situation that has happened and how it affected you, our investors. But we really hope that the way we chose to manage the situation and our honest and open communication will help us move on through this unfortunate experience and continue delivering as good quality service as we possibly can to our investors. In this webcast, my aim is to address the questions that you have over this incident and to explain our position and our way of thinking of how we felt when we were dealing with this situation. So let's jump into the questions, and so let's start with question number one. It looks like you have made your business looking better as it is, and after business is sold, you make up and put investors pay for it. Not good. I would like to make this very clear that we have identified this bug and its scope only after the deal has been made. And it has not been revealed by us or by anyone during the due diligence process or before that. This bug has been present with us, as we said, since inception, and we identified it later on this year after the sale because during the pandemic, quite a lot of borrowers went into late payments to their loan originators, which resulted in much higher late fees than they usually pay to us. And then actually they have identified that problem and addressed it to us. And once we have identified it ourselves, we took this approach that you have now observed. Just to make clear, I will be looking down from time to time because I'm switching the questions, closing the questions on my phone while I'm doing this, while I'm recording this video. So second question comes like this. Since this late fee issue is 100% your fault, why should investors pay for your mistakes? Will you take our money every month for other mistakes you make? The way we see it and the way we believe it is true is that yes, this is 100% our fault, our system fault. But we do not believe that investors are paying for this mistake. What we are doing here is we are basically transferring the money that has been incorrectly transferred previously to investors back to the loan originators. So it's a correction of a mistake and not making our investors pay something extra for something that we did wrong. And if it should happen so that due to some mistake on the ViVentor platform, we would be doing some direct damage, financial damage to our investors, we would definitely not make them pay for it. I agree that the issue shall be handled, but I didn't get any information about the affected loans, the time interval, and the affected principal amount. This question in one form or another is one of the main questions that we have right now on our support channels, and I would like to say that due to the magnitude of this incident and the number of investors affected, we decided not to make a calculation for every investor because it takes quite some time for us to do. Instead, we decided that every investor who is interested about his particular situation can contact our support team directly, and we will be preparing and giving the explanation in detail to each such investor. So if you have questions about how your overcharged late fees are being handled, please send us an email or contact us via support chat on our website, and we will be happy to present you with the details and calculations about your particular case. Has this discovery something to do with your court procedures with authority? Obviously, a great part of these overcharged late fees will be returned to them. No, it does not have anything related to authority. And as a matter of fact, in the description of this video, you will see a list of all loan originators that have been affected and in what proportion it has happened. Are you going to force investors that close their accounts between 2015 and 2020 to pay back this amount? It would be highly unethical if you didn't. Just to make it clear, when we made the calculation of the overall impact, we saw that 99% or close to 99% of the money currently affected is within the is currently circulating in the platform. So the amount that we are talking about is insignificant, really. But nevertheless, we will approach each investor that has been overcharged, that has overcharged the loan originators, and will ask them to pay back the funds to us so that we can transfer them back to the loan originators. Please provide exact calculations of the overpaid late fees to each investor. Otherwise, it's impossible to understand how the correction amounts are calculated. Once again, all the information that you need will be calculated for you individually if you approach our support desk. So please do so, and we will be happy to present to you the detailed calculations of your particular case. It is unclear how the amount is calculated. I follow my investments in Google Sheets, and there's a huge difference between my calculation and the withdrawn amount. So once again, please contact our support desk, and we will explain to you how we calculated it, and we will be able to explain to you as well why there is any difference between your calculation and what we have on our platform. Some investors have paid taxes from those false late fee payments, and by the rules of their countries, it's impossible to get back overpaid amount. Suggestions. We also considered this matter, and we think that in virtually all cases, there is a legal or financial possibility to readjust the tax declarations and income statements that you do to your government. What we offer is that you can contact our support desk, explain your particular situation, and we can try to resolve your problem together with our legal advisors so that you get the best outcome as possible from this. CBC, Monify, Micredit, Presto, and Finero have all defaulted on their obligations. Do you plan to replace them with more reliable loan originators? We are not looking to replace any of these loan originators, if that's maybe not the best word. But what we are really doing is that we are trying to present to our investors very interesting investment opportunities with lower risk from countries that have previously been not so much interested into peer-to-peer lending. At the moment, we are talking with lending companies from countries like Sweden, Finland, Germany, Denmark, Bulgaria, and Romania. So our pipeline is really getting bigger right now, and we hope that we understand that most of you have, after this pandemic has happened, have started to look for safer grounds for your investments. So we understand this, and very soon we will be placing more secure loans on our platform with a bit lower rate, lower interest, but as well with a much lower risk for your investment. As a matter of fact, in a few days' time from now, Kredissimo, loan originator from Bulgaria, will be joining our platform with one of their products, loans backed by cars. How do you expect investors to trust you when you make them pay for your mistakes? First of all, I would like to repeat that we do not believe that we are making investors pay for our mistakes. We are correcting our mistakes by transferring the funds that were incorrectly transferred to investors back to loan originators. In addition to that, I believe that the way we chose to handle this matter, I mean, openly, honestly communicating about all details to all investors, will be perceived and appreciated by our investors. And as a matter of fact, I'm really thankful for some of you who have contacted me personally and showed me the support and understanding about the situation. So thank you for that. And I do hope that the rest of you will also, what at least you will do is that you will appreciate the way we chose to handle this incident. Ibankar CEO Alex Melis named your platform his favorite in 2019, as it was the easiest to use. Why are they no longer listing the loans on ViVentor in 2020? Well, you may have not noticed that, but it was released a while ago, the information that Ibankar has actually raised quite a lot of money on equity market. I mean, they attracted new capital to the business. I believe it is about 1.5 million euros, and they will be using this money to not only grow the company, but also to grow the lending portfolio. So that's the main reason why we do not, for now, do not see Ibankar on the platform. But nevertheless, we do not terminate any agreements with them, so they're welcome to place new loans on our platform whenever they like. What are the options for recovering outstanding debts from Dinero, and how do you rate the chances of recovering anything? I believe the person is referring to company Twinero. So I would like to comment that our current shareholders, as you were informed earlier, are undergoing due diligence process of are considering to acquire Twinero and currently are doing a due diligence process on them. A part of this due diligence process is the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement that has been signed between the parties. And due to the restrictions of this agreement, I may not particularly tell you much more right now. But from what I see, that company is still is still active. They still have employees. They still have some of the business running. Is that there is a high chance of receiving, if not all, then a major part of your investments back from Twinero. I don't know how much my overcharging is. Can you put it in the dashboard? Like I said, we will not be putting the information to the dashboard. Instead, you may contact our support desk. We will be happy to present you with your individual calculations for your account. Just contact us on our support desk chat on the website or send us an email. Will you net the amounts overcharged on the in-transit amounts when possible? Yes, we will. We will not be paying loan originators who are in debt to us. We will be netting those amounts. I'm all invested and Auto Invest is active. Will you stop it and wait until the right amount has reached, or take a part every time some money arrives from loan originators? We will definitely not be stopping any Auto Invest portfolios that you currently have on the platform. Basically, we will, if the overcharged amount that you owe to loan originators is bigger than your current funds available, you will see a reserved funds placement on your account statement, which will be used to cover the debt once you either deposit new funds to your account or some of your existing investments are repaid to your account. So no Auto Invest will be stopped. And I believe those are all of the questions for now on this topic. Of course, we are not closing it, and you may post any questions you may have either directly to me, my team, or to our support desk. And we will be openly and honestly communicating to each of you about your particular individual case. And I'd like to say finally that once again, really and sincerely, on behalf of myself and whole of the team, we are really sorry about the incident and the inconvenience it caused you. but we strongly believe that the way we deal with the situation and is the best and most right way to do it. And hope that you, after seeing my answers here and after seeing our explanations on the emails that you got, will choose to believe that way together with us as well. Thank you very much, and goodbye.